Okay, now the next we're finding the actual percent. Okay. Now, I put $14,000 in a bank account. The bank increases by a constant percent each year. In 10 years, the account is worth $23,011. Find the interest rate on the deposit. Okay. So you've got years and money. So years is X, money's Y. Now, something happens here we haven't seen before. Well, there's no dollars per year. It says it's a percent, but I don't know what it is. So here's what you put. You put P percent. Okay, now it's increasing, so it's plus P percent. Okay. Okay, so it's growth. So blank times blank to the power equals blank. Setup's the same. You got original Y unit, which is the money original. You have your percent factor, and this is the years. And then this is the new. All right, now the original is 14,000. Now this time you're like, what do I put for the percent? You're going to put a P variable. Cross out the years. You have the years now again. That's 10. And the new amount's $23,011. Now you got to do more than just punch into your calculator here as well. You're not going to do log over log though, because you don't. The variable's not in the power. So you're going to write 14,000 P. Okay. If that's a variable, just put the P after it. To the 10th power equals 23,011. We're not using log over log, okay, because the variable is not in the power, okay? The variable's right here. I don't do any circling, none of that crap, or splitting or any of that. Okay, first undo the 14,000. It's being multiplied, so the opposite of multiply is to divide. Okay, so it's going to be P to the 10th power. 23,011 divided by 14,000. 1.64, just round to the nearest hundredth. Now we have to undo the power of 10. To undo any whole power, integer power, we make a root, and we put a 10 in the index. This cancels out, leaving me with P. Okay. And then it's not a square root, it's a 10th root, so I got to go 10, second, caret, and then 1.64. So you get 1.05, but then there's a couple things you have to do to that. And you're going to do the same thing on all the problems, regardless if it's plus P or minus P. You got to remember, you had 100% and then you went up to 105%. So how much of a percent increase is that? Okay, well, here's how we figure that out. We subtract the one whole and then multiply that by 100, okay? So 1.05 minus 1 is 0.05, but then to get an actual percent, to find what that is as an actual percent, you times 100. Once you solve for P, you minus 1 times 100. Minus 1 times 100. Minus 1 times 100. Okay, now example 2. A new snowmobile costs $5,000. The value of the snowmobile decreases at a constant percent each year. After 3 years, the snowmobile is worth $3,061. Find the depreciation rate. So we got dollars in years. X is years, Y is dollars. So per year. Now there's no dollars per year, it's a percent. So you put P percent, okay? And also, I'm not going to put plus or minus with it, okay? This would be decreasing, so it'd be decay, but I'm not going to put plus or minus because that's really, all that will lead to is needless confusion, okay? If I don't know the percent, I'm just going with P, okay? If I do know the percent, I'm going to label it plus or minus. So blank times blank equals blank. Okay, so you got your original y amount, then multiplied by a percent, and the x is now the power, because the multiplication happens by the percent every year, so it's repeated multiplication. And then this is the new money amount. Okay, so the original amount's 5,000. You don't know the percent, just put P there. Well, then you better know the years. I do, it's 3. Okay, now your new amount's $3,061. Okay, obviously you have to do more, so you got 5,000 multiplied by P to the power of 3 equals $3,061. Now this is my variable. My variable's not up here, so I don't do the circle split in the log. Okay, that's what you do with the variables up in the power. So get that P by itself. First you have to, before you worry about the power, you got to undo the 5,000 multiply. You're going to divide by 5,000, then you're going to put a root over both sides with a 3 in the index. 0.61. Okay, now I do whenever I have a power, I make a root. Now I got to put the 3 in the index, so it's a cubed root. So 3, get your root, you go second exponent, second power, then the root's there, and then 0.61. Okay, so P is equal to 0.85. So it went from 100 to 85. To find out how much of a percent that actually was, you do the same thing. You minus 1 times 100. So 0.85 minus 1 equals, you got to hit equals before you times 100. Negative 15. Now you're like, well, how do you get a negative? Well, it's decreasing. So yeah, it's going down by 15%, minus 15%. Okay, example 3, your new computer costs $2,600. The value of the decreases by a constant percent each year. After 5 years, the computer is $1,154. Calculate depreciation rate. X years, Y dollars, so per year. Again, it's a percent, but you don't know the percent, so P. Decreasing, so going down. Don't worry about plus or minus on the P variable. That'll take care of itself in the end. Okay, so we have our original Y amount, our percent, then our years. Okay, and with percents, we set up the exponential model because it's not a constant step. Okay, then money new. Okay, so what's our original? 2,600. Okay, our percent's just P. Our years is 5, and then our new amount is 1,154. Okay, this can involve more than just a simple calculator. Okay, so you got to clean up the equation so it doesn't have all them lines there. 2,600 times P to the 5th power equals 1,154. Again, I'm going to repeat, the variable is not up here in the power. It's down here with the base. Okay, so none of that circle split log crap. You do that when the variable's up here. So we need to divide by 2,600, then we need to put a root over both sides with a 5 in the index. The division has to be undone first. You don't worry about the exponent till the very end. Okay. So 1,154 divided by 2,600, 0.44. Then to undo a whole power, integer power, we make a root, put 5 in the index. Okay, so I go 5 second, 0.44. That's 0.85 again. Again, you're always going to find your actual percent, you minus 1 and then multiply by 100. Okay, negative 15. Makes sense. I got a negative. It's going down. If it's going up, I'd expect to get a positive. You got one problem on the back to do.